Dear Comcast, recently you guys asked me to review your company's service and to rate you guys on a scale of 1 to 10 when it comes to recommending you to friends and family. Well, I rated you guys over the phone, did the review, gave you my score and all. But I think it would be a good idea for me to go a little bit more into depth here. After all, the reasons why I gave you the score I gave you was, kind of lengthy, and I wasn't able to go much into depth over the phone. After all, it was over the phone, and I'm pretty sure since it was an automated service and everything, an automated test, I was probably, on a time limit. So let me kind of go into it here, because we have a story to tell. You see, to get into what influenced my score, I had to move. This was a little over a week ago. 2 weeks ago, actually, if we're going to be accurate. I had to move. And so, since I knew I had to move, I was going to move my service from the old location to the new location. Now, this isn't really all that complicated. This is the type of stuff that happens all the time. You guys are used to this sort of thing. People, they want their services, whether it's internet and phone or power, gas, electric. They want to move it from where they used to live to the new one. You guys are used to that. Even in your automated service, when you guys call the customer service number, you even have an option on your automated service that basically is like, to move you, if you're moving or you want to move your service from one place to another, please press 2 or whatever number that you got to press on there. So, I called a week in advance saying, like Saturday coming up, to cut off the service from the old place to the new place. Not complicated. Person on the other end is like, oh yeah, no, we can do that, no problem. We even see cable lines leading to the new place, so it should be very easy to turn on. Don't even need to send a tech out there. I'm like, that's great. Okay, Saturday comes along. They cut off the service in the old place. So far, so good. We get here, I'm hauling in furniture and boxes and all that type of stuff, and then I hook the modem up and everything because I know that while we're there, we're probably going to want the internet on so we can have some music playing in the background, all that other type of shit. No internet. This is odd. Oh, and before anybody asks, yes, I did call the activation number to, set up the new account. Had a new account number, new phone number, called it up over the phone. They said it was working. Modem light wasn't on solid. Did it on my cell phone. Like, instead of just calling, there was like a website that you can activate it on. Did all that stuff. Said everything was good to go. Didn't work. So, call up, get to technical support, wrangle with them for a little bit. They put me on hold because they're like, they don't know what's going on. It seems weird. They're getting errors on their end. They're not too sure why it isn't working, why the signal's not coming through. Put me on hold. Wait 5, 6, 7 minutes or so. Get back on. Okay, I'm still getting errors. We're going to be sending a tech out there. Okay, no problem. Let me just, got to finalize a couple of things. Let me just check on something else. Puts me on hold again. Another 6, 7 minutes, something like that. Get back on. Okay, actually, I think we can cancel the tech because I think that there is something, we could probably work it out on this end. I just need to check some other stuff. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Why can't you just send the tech? No, we got this. Okay, just give us a moment. On hold again. Waiting a few more minutes. Keep in mind, by the way, that we're trying to move. Like, I got the U-Haul truck out there. I got to get back to the other house. We move things. The day is going by. We got things to do. Person comes back on. All right, sir, we're still getting errors. I'm going to have to get my supervisor to call you back. Is this a good number to call back? The usual spiel. Yes, fine. How long is it going to take? They should call you back in about 15 minutes. 15 minutes goes by, 30, 45, 60, 90. No call. I call back on my own. Get to tech support again. Get another tech. They have no clue what I'm talking about. I have to go through the whole story with them. They're like, give me a moment. I'm on hold again. They come back on. They're like, okay, I see that you had called before. I would like to help, but I can't because the ticket's already open. As long as the ticket's already open, I can't do anything. Somebody else is already working on this. Like, who? The person who was supposed to call me back? They're like, well, if you wait for them, they should be able to call you back. I said, I've been waiting for over an hour. They're like, well, just give them another 15 minutes. If they don't call back, then, you call back and find out what's going on. I'll give you a number, reference number, the ticket number, so the next tech will know exactly what I'm talking about and can give me a heads up. Whatever. So, the next 15 minutes goes by. Another 30 minutes, 45. You guys get the story. Nothing. It's dark out at this point. It's getting dark. Call again. Get another tech. Give them the number. Going through the dance back and forth. Finally, they're like, okay, you know what? We're going to send a tech. Like what the first tech said that they were going to do. The first person on the phone said they were going to do. And then in their infinite wisdom, they decided to cancel for some reason. And now we're going to go with the tech. Okay, fine. Send a technician out to the house. When are they going to get here? They should be there next Tuesday. I set this up a week in advance to happen on Saturday. Through their ineptitude, the service isn't on. They had the whole week to go and check the house to make sure the lines were working. They never did that. So now I have to wait for a tech to come out there for 3 days. 3 days, no internet. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and the beginning of Tuesday. No internet. Oh, and they were nice enough to let me know, by the way, that I have a bill. You got a bill pending. Oh, that's great. Don't have internet service over here when I schedule it a week in advance and I'm 3 days without service, but then you let me know that I got to pay you. That's great stuff. Class act type stuff right there. I can see why you guys are number one in the country. So, wait for Tuesday. Tech finally shows up. To his credit, he came early, was very professional, courteous, likable personality and everything like that. Me and my wife liked him, cracked jokes. He was able to get the internet back up in about 20 minutes, around that. Apparently, there were cable lines into the house, but they weren't properly connected, and he had to do type of stuff with the splitters and all that going to the house, all that type of stuff. Okay, fine. Internet's back on. Everything's hunky-dory, right? Not exactly. You see, I also was trying to link my old account with the new one, or vice versa. Link the new account to the old one. Because even though I cut off the old one, I still wanted my old email. And, I couldn't get the old number, unfortunately. But at least I wanted to still be able to log on with my old email. After all, I've been with you guys for almost 4 years. I don't see a reason why it should be difficult to keep my email. In fact, I find the whole thing of linking the account rather ridiculous. Almost every other type of service I have ever had to pay money for, whenever I moved from one place to another, they never really went with this crazy thing of, okay, we're going to cut off this account and give you a whole new account. No, it's like, okay, this guy used to live over here, and now we just moved the account over here. I'm pretty sure it's something like over at their headquarters, wherever they do it at, they just kind of erase a line and then put a new thing in. Like, when you yourself, like, let's say you're changing your address online for a bank account, which I had to do, by the way, when I was moving. All I had to do was erase the old address and put in the new address, and it instantly worked. They now know I live over here. Account has just been moved. No, you got to cut off the old account completely. I got a whole new account number, a whole new phone number, and apparently a whole new email. And in order for me to link the old stuff, I got to go through this online process of type in the old account, the new account number on there, put the new number in. Okay, fine, whatever. I was trying to do it over the weekend on that Saturday. That everything went wrong. Didn't work. I guess it was because the new service wasn't on yet. So I waited until that Tuesday. Once the internet came on, I went right to the computer, time to link accounts. Didn't work. What the hell? Didn't work. It's telling me I need a PIN number. What PIN number? I don't have a PIN number. I just have my usual way of logging on. So I call you guys again. They're telling me, since it's phone service, because I have internet and phone, by the way, and somebody, by the way, astute enough would realize that I was also without home phone for those 3 days, not just internet. It's a good thing I had a cell phone. Trying to, call the tech and said, well, you need a PIN number. You're supposed to put your PIN number in. What PIN number? You guys never gave me a PIN number. Oh, looked at this thing. Oh, yeah, right. You didn't. So we can send it out to you through the mail. Yeah, that would be nice, thanks. So now I got to wait another 2 days for the thing to show up in the mail so that I can put the PIN number in to link the freaking account. I get the PIN number, get back home, type it up, put the number in, nothing. Still doesn't work. Had to call you guys again. What the hell's going on? So now the tech on there is like, okay, you know what? We can link it over here. If you could link it over there, why'd you tell me to do it in the first place? Why couldn't you? Fine, do it. Then they call me back. Okay, we got things just about set up, but to finalize everything, our supervisor has to call you. Where have I heard that before? They should be able to call you back within 24 hours, and everything should be finalized. That was last night. I'm still waiting. Now you guys can say that, well, it's not 24 hours yet. Yeah, but the guy was like, oh man, this happens really quickly. You expect to hear them within the next couple of hours or so. That didn't happen, and I'm still waiting now. Something tells me I'm going to have to call them. Yeah, that's just been this week. I haven't even talked about what happened when you guys called me to try to go into your triple play service. You guys came to me. I didn't come to you. You guys called me up on the phone a couple of months back. Would you like to upgrade to triple play? Because remember, I just have an internet and phone. I don't have cable TV. I've had no need for it. I don't watch TV. If there's anything I really want to watch, I'll watch it online. I'll go on Netflix or something. I don't really need the cable service. So I had no need for it. But here that you guys are calling me on the phone, would you like to upgrade to triple play, please? I relented only because I knew if I did it, it would speed up my internet speeds. I wasn't happy with the speeds at that point. I wanted to go faster. It was going to go up instantly if I went with triple play. And I decided, my son would probably like to watch a couple of things on TV anyway after homework. Fine. So I set it up. Equipment gets sent to my house. Hook it up to the modem and the TV. Does not work. What the hell? I call the company up, call tech support. They don't know what's going on. They're thinking maybe the right signal hasn't been sent to the house yet. Just wait a little while. Wait a day or two. Whatever. The very next day, my wife happened to notice that one of your techs was installing stuff next door. She asked them to come over to find out what's going on, and the tech was able to tell her, oh, you guys were sent the wrong equipment. By the way, that was a smart move by my wife, because I had the call before, I had said, can you send a tech out to check this out? Well, yeah, we could do that, but that's going to cost you money. You're going to charge us for fixing something that you guys screwed up. Okay, fine, whatever. But because my wife's brains, she was able to get a tech over here for free. He was happy enough to tell us, yeah, you got the wrong box. This is not the right box. So we call Comcast again. I'm like, you guys sent us the wrong freaking box. Oh, sorry about that. We'll send you the right equipment. And I described this. I don't know why they sent that to you. We'll send you the right box. It's also going to come with a return label. Just send the old equipment back with a return label. Great. 3 days. Nothing. I call. Where's the box? So it should be coming to you soon. Just wait a little while longer. Sometimes there's a holdup. Wait 3 more days. Nothing. I call again. What's with the equipment? What equipment? The equipment that you were supposed to send us. I don't see anything here in my records about any equipment sent to you. Yeah. Didn't even put me in the system. So it's been like a little over a week. I'm sitting here with no triple play that they were nagging me to put on. I'm like, well, what the hell? You guys were supposed to send us the equipment. Okay, we can fix this. Can you drive down to one of our service locations? They'll have the equipment waiting for you there. We'll set the whole thing up. Put in the ticket. You'll be in the system. You go over there, exchange equipment. So now I have to drive over to you guys to fix a mistake you guys made. Okay, fine, whatever. I set it up to happen the day before work. Get there early, go to the location with the old stuff, wrong stuff, hand it to the woman. She goes to the back room, comes out. I'm sorry, we don't have anything for you here. Oh yeah, I was in their system when I came in and gave my name. Oh yeah, we were expecting you today. But there's nothing in the back room. No equipment. No right equipment there whatsoever. So at this point, I said, screw it. That's not exactly what I said, but I'm pretty sure you get what I said. No more triple play. Cancel it. I'm sticking with internet and phone. It is not worth this freaking hassle. And thankfully the woman agreed, because she said that this was outrageous that I went through that. And she also was nice enough to let me know that the boost to my internet speed I could have just done anyway without having to suffer through the triple play fiasco. So that's what I did. Stuck with internet and phone with the faster speeds. And I do have to admit that I do like the much faster speeds that I have right now, but it wasn't worth the hassle or the money that I'm paying for it. Which leads to the next thing. My rating for you guys. Would I recommend you guys to friends and family on a scale of 1 to 10? What would my number be? On the phone, I gave you guys a 7 because I'm not able to give a 6.5. Now, why would I give you a score like that instead of, say, a full 7 or an 8 or a 9 or the 10 that you guys so desperately want? Well, If you've been paying attention, you already got a good idea why. But another reason why is simply because, well, I mean, yeah, I would recommend you guys to friends and family to an extent, but it's only because you guys are the only game in town and it's not much of a selection. Yeah, you guys give at least good, decent speeds if you're willing to pay out the nose for it. Quite frankly, anybody searching the internet for just a few minutes will instantly realize that when you start looking at other countries, they're paying way less for much faster speeds. What we're getting over here is freaking pathetic, and you know it. You're ripping us off. I don't really feel comfortable recommending to friends and family that they get ripped off, but what other choice do I have? What, go with AT&T? They're ripping customers off too. I've been with them. Granted, I went through a bit less of a headache with them than I went with you, but I still went through a bit of a headache. I do know I didn't go through this hell moving accounts, but yeah, even with them, you're paying way more for what you're getting. And not only that, they're straight up lying to people. Recently, they were saying, oh yeah, we've been putting in fiber optics. We've been putting in fiber optic service. Hold the phone. Not directly to people's houses, you haven't. Or maybe from your main headquarters or from certain hubs, you're branching out with fiber optics. But then once you start getting into the actual places where people live, then it cuts off the copper, and it's the copper lines going directly into people's homes. So it's still not fiber optic service. Stop lying to people. And then what else? After AT&T, what else do we have left? We got Frontier, but their speeds aren't as fast. At least around here it isn't. Then what else? You got like DirecTV satellite dish service. I don't even need to go into the joke that is. So we really don't have anything. So would I recommend you to friends and family? Basically, because I have no choice. But notice the number, 6.5. Because to be honest with you, there's something else that I would be more likely to do. It would be my caveat. Yeah, you can go with Comcast if you really just want to, if you're willing to put up with their crap. But if I were you, this is exactly what I would say to my friends and family. And to anyone else who will listen. If I were you, I would schedule a town meeting. Get everybody in your town or your city or district or wherever you're at. Get together. Get the mayor. Get some representatives there. Start your own internet utility service. Get your own fiber optic lines in there. You can do it. You will end up paying way less for much more. And before you go, how do you, that's impossible. It's been done already in this country. You don't believe me? Go ask the people over in Sandy, Oregon, for instance. They set up their so-called SandyNet. They got real fiber optic stuff that they're putting in there too. They're paying much less for their stuff. And they're getting ridiculous speeds. And they're paying around, what, $40 a month for their stuff. You heard me correctly, people. 40 a month. You want to know what 40 a month gets them? 100 megabytes per second. If you're willing to pay $20 more, 1 gigabyte per second download speeds for $60 a month. Ain't just them, by the way. You want to hear another one? How about Salisbury in North Carolina? Yeah. Those guys are getting 1 gigabyte connections or 10 gigabyte connections. Yeah. Yeah. Look it up. Information's out there. I got another one for you. Fastest internet supposedly, at least at the time the article was coming out, was in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Yeah. Those guys are also paying much less for way more. Comcast, AT&T, and those other services don't really want you guys to know about that. But yeah, it's being done because people are sick of your crap, Comcast. They're getting a little tired of paying way too much for what they get. And that's what I would recommend to my friends and family. And to anyone else out there, get yourselves together. Have a town meeting. Make your own internet utility service. Use your tax dollars for good for once. Put in your own fiber optic lines leading directly to your homes, and you'll end up with much faster speeds for much less money. That's what I would recommend, Comcast. That's why I gave that score. Just thought I'd be a little honest with you. That's what I would recommend. And anybody else who happens to be watching this, that's what I would recommend to you too. So in closing, Comcast, yeah, that's what I think of the service. That's my rating. you might want to think about it. Sincerely, somewhat dissatisfied customer.